So good morning dear students. In the previous class we have learnt about connecting the two optical fibers using a splicing technique. What is meant by splicing technique? Splicing is joining the two optical fiber ends permanently. Joining the two optical fiber ends permanently is called as splicing technique. Okay, so different types of splicing technique we have learned. What are those? One is fusion splicing, another one is mechanical splicing. Fusion splicing means connecting the two optical fibers, connecting the two ends of the optical fibers by applying the flame or heat or electric arc at the two ends of the optical fiber and joining them permanently is called as a fusion splicing. Then what is mechanical splicing? Mechanical splicing is further divided into two types. One is V-groove splicing, another one is tube splicing. What is V-groove splicing? Take a glass surface, okay, dig the surface, okay, make a groove in V shape and insert the two optical fibers properly into the groove, okay, such that the groove holds the two optical fibers permanently. Okay, another one is elastic tube splicing. What is elastic tube splicing? So elastic tube splicing means inserting the two optical fibers into the elastic tube. So there is take an elastic tube, insert one end of the optical fiber to one end of the elastic tube, insert another end of the optical fiber into another end of the elastic tube. This elastic tube will hold the two ends of the optical fibers strongly. Okay, so this is what we have learned in the previous class. We have also learned about one concept called as a connector loss in a single mode fiber when we discussed about connectors and connector types. So there was a question actually. We have gone across one concept called as connector loss in a single mode fiber. Okay, why single mode fiber connector losses is generally calculated? We can calculate for multi-mode also. So the question raised from some of the students is why we do for single mode, mostly single mode. Okay, why we calculate the connector loss for single mode fibers? Okay, the reason is we know that when we have studied about the types of fibers, that is single mode fiber, multi-mode fiber in the unit 1, okay, that is in the previous sessions. So what we have came to know that single mode fiber consists of very less dispersion or offers very less dispersion. Okay, so that is the reason these single mode fibers are generally used for long distance communication. Okay, so long distance communication means, for example, some 20 to 30 kilometers you want to lay an optical fiber. Okay, is it possible to fabricate the 20 to 30 kilometers long optical fiber cable? No. Generally 200 meters or 300 meters length optical fibers are available. So if you are using a single mode fiber for long distance communication, for every 200 meters or for every 300 meters you need to insert one connector. Okay, so generally one connector, if there is only one connector between the two ends, transmitter and receiver, generally we can neglect the loss due to that particular one connector, single connector. Okay, but if in case of single mode fibers, generally we use more number of connectors. So that is the reason. So what we do, we need to calculate the loss, the coupling losses due to the each and every connector. We cannot neglect. So since so many number of connectors we are using, we need to calculate the connector loss in case of single mode fibers. Okay, fine. So today we will come across a small topic. Okay, a small two to three topics, and we do one problem. Okay, so the first one is So actually we learnt about the misalignment concepts in the previous class. What is meant by misalignment? Okay, means if two ends of the optical fibers are not facing each other, okay, are not facing each other, or the alignment of the two optical fiber ends is not in a proper way, and the light is the complete light is not, entire light is not entering from one end of the optical fiber to another end of the optical fiber. Okay, such kind of arrangement is called as misalignment arrangement. If the alignment is not proper, the light will go away from the core into the air or another medium, outside medium. We call it as misalignment loss. Okay, so what are various types of misalignments? Lateral misalignment, axial misalignment, okay, longitudinal misalignment, or gap losses we call. Okay, so misalignment due to misalignment loss due to mismatch of numerical aperture, misalignment loss due to the mismatch of the diameter of the cores. So these are the various types of misalignment or joint losses we have covered in the previous session. Okay, so today we will come to know about misalignment in multimode fibers. So the same type of misalignments, any type of misalignment, may be lateral, longitudinal, axial, gap, or misalignment loss due to the change in the mismatch of the refractive index or the numerical aperture or the diameter, whatever it may be, it may happen to single mode fibers or multi-mode fibers. Okay, so today we will discuss about misalignment in multi-mode fibers. Okay, you can see the lateral misalignment reduces the overlap region between the two fiber cores. Okay, so how to calculate this loss? How to calculate this insertion loss or misalignment loss in multi-mode fibers? Okay, you can see here there is a formula here. So these are all empirical formulas, directly we take from the particular research work conclusions. Okay, so this is the coupling efficiency. This is the neta LAT. Okay, is the coupling efficiency, means it is a lateral misalignment. It represents coupling efficiency due to lateral misalignment. Okay, so it is nothing but 16 into n1 by n whole square by 1 plus n1 by n power 4 1 by pi into 2 cos inverse of y by 2a minus y by a 1 minus y by 2a whole square power 1 by 2. This is what is the long and lengthy formula. Don't get panic that it is very difficult to remember how it derived and all. It is an empirical relation taken from it is the conclusion of some particular research work, and how to calculate the lateral misalignment coupling efficiency of a multi-mode optical fiber. Okay, so first we have to calculate this. Okay, later we need to calculate the loss in the multi-mode optical fiber due to lateral misalignment. So that is given as loss equal to, okay, minus 10 log 10 the coupling efficiency. So it is represented in terms of decibels. So coming to the parameters specified in the relation. Okay, so n1, you know what is n1? Refractive index of the core. Okay, n1 is the refractive index of the core. What is a here? What is meant by a here? A means radius of the core. Or 2a represents the diameter of the core, whatever it may be. A is the radius of the core. Y is the core axis. Okay. So then what is n? N is the outside medium. So generally n1 is the refractive index of the core, n2 is the refractive index of the clad, n is the refractive index of the outside medium. It may be air or it may be water, whatever it may be, as specified. Okay, fine. So in order to calculate the coupling efficiency, this is coupling efficiency. neta LAT. LAT represents lateral misalignment, coupling efficiency when two opticals are misaligned laterally. Okay, so this is what is the relation. Okay, so after calculating that, what we have to do? We have to calculate the loss, coupling loss due to the lateral misalignment. It is given as minus 10 log the efficiency in terms of everything calculated finally in terms of decibels. Okay, so as I said, A is the refractive index, A is the core of the radius of the core. Okay, N1 is the refractive index of the core, N is the refractive index of the outside medium. So generally taken as A. Okay, and Y is the core axis. Okay. So the same misalignment in multi-mode fibers. Okay, sorry, this is single mode fibers. Misalignment in single mode fibers. Okay, it is calculated. Misalignment losses in single mode fibers. Small correction. This is single mode fibers. Okay. So here it is calculated in terms of same decibels only, but using some relations. So what are those? So here misalignment losses at connections in single mode fibers have been theoretically considered by the Marcuse. Marcuse is the name of the scientist. Okay. Marcuse is the name of the scientist. Okay. So similarly, in the absence of angular misalignment, gambling means name of the scientist. Okay, gambling means here name of the scientist, etc. All calculate the loss T1. The loss here expressed in terms of T1, represented by the notation T1, due to lateral offset Y. Okay, so it is also lateral misalignment. Okay, it is given as T1 equal to 2.17 Y by omega whole square. Okay, where omega is the angular frequency, so it is given as 0.65 plus 1.62 into V power 3 by 2 plus 2.88 V power minus 6. So minus 3 by 2 minus 6 by 2 power root 2. Okay, so this is what is these are all the conclusions of the research work done by the scientists, as I said. Okay, Marcuse, gambling, so many people are there. Okay, we take the relations proposed by them. Okay, so in order to calculate these misalignment losses. Okay, so the insertion loss now is given as TA equal to 2.17 into theta omega N1V by small a into NA dB. Okay, theta is the angular displacement. Okay, next one is omega is the frequency, normalized spot size of the fundamental mode or angular frequency, whatever it may be. Next, N1 is the radius of the core. Okay, V is the V number or normalized frequency. A is the core radius. NA is the numerical aperture. So you know how to calculate omega. Just now we have learned. Okay. Okay. So you need to know the V number here. Okay. So with the given data, with all that given data, you will be able to calculate the lateral misalignment in a single mode fiber. So let us see one problem. Okay, how to do a simple problem. We take one problem and do the problem. Okay, so the problem is a step index fiber has a core refractive index of 1.5. N1 is 1.5 and a core diameter of 50 micrometer. Core diameter is given 50 micrometer. The fiber is joined with a lateral misalignment. Given is lateral misalignment between the core axis of 5 micrometer. Core axis is given 5 micrometer. Estimate the insertion loss. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate the insertion loss. Okay, at the joint where you are joining the two optical fibers due to the lateral misalignment. Okay, you need to estimate the insertion loss due to lateral misalignment where you have joined the two optical fibers, assuming that uniform distribution of power between all guided modes. Okay, power is distributed uniformly on all guided modes. Two conditions are given when there is a small air gap at the joint. A small air gap is there at the joint. For example, this is one optical fiber, this is another optical fiber. Between these two ends, a small air gap is there. It is filled with air. Okay, so you need to calculate here N means outside medium you are telling. So here outside medium is air. Air refractive index is 1. Okay, if it is not specified also, default take it as air only. If it is not specified, default take it as air only. Refractive index N equal to 1. That is the first condition. Second one is the joint is considered indexed match. Means there is no mismatch in the index. Okay, there is no mismatch in the index. Indexes are index of the refractive index of the core is matched with the refractive index of the clad. Okay, that is there is no problem. Problem is with the lateral misalignment. Okay, you need to calculate the lateral misalignment loss. Got it? Okay. So first of all, we need to here one point is there, sir. Everything is okay. Is it a multi-mode fiber or is it a single mode fiber? That is what is the point. Is it a multi-mode fiber or because calculating the lateral misalignment loss in multi-mode fiber is different from calculating the misalignment loss in the single mode fiber. Got it? Okay. So here a step index fiber has a core refractive index, something is given. Fiber is joined with a lateral misalignment between the core axis of 5 micron. So everything is given, okay. But is it a multi-mode fiber or is it a single mode fiber is not mentioned. If it is not mentioned, take it as multi-mode fiber. Okay, take it as multi-mode fiber. Okay, take it as multi-mode fiber. Why multi-mode fiber? You can see from the given data. What is the given data? N1 is given. Okay, core diameter is given, say 2A equal to 50 micrometer. Next, Y is given, Y equal to 5 micron, that is core axis is given. Okay, so with and N is given, N equal to 1, N means refractive index of the air, that is also given. Using these given data, okay, you can all these given data will match only for multi-mode fibers. Okay, with this given data you can calculate the misalignment loss for a multi-mode fiber only. You cannot calculate for single mode fiber. What is the reason? You go back. If it is single mode fiber, okay, you need to calculate omega. Okay, fine, there is a relation, but what is the V number? You don't know. You need to calculate that. You need to, in order to calculate the V number, you need to know N1 as well as N2. Okay. So it is not possible to calculate omega. Okay. So if it is not possible to calculate omega, how can you calculate the insertion loss in a single mode fiber? Omega should be calculated, no. Theta should be given, no. Yes or no? Na should be given, no. Or Na should be calculated. If you want to calculate Na, N2 is also known. Or at least delta relative refractive index should be known. All that data is not given in the question. You can observe that. Is it given? Is theta is given? Is theta is given? No. Okay. Is delta is given? No. What about Na? No. What about N2? No. So all these data are not given. Okay. all these data are not given, and in the question it is not mentioned is it multi-mode fiber or single mode fiber, for which type of fiber you need to calculate lateral misalignment loss. Since all these are not given, definitely you need to think that it is a multi-mode fiber. In the question it is not mentioned multi-mode fiber. You need to take the given data. In this given data, these are the given parameters which are matching for multi-mode fiber misalignment loss calculation. With this data we cannot calculate the misalignment loss in the single mode fiber. Okay, so you need to conclude and you need to consider it as a multi-mode fiber. So what is the given data? So you go to misalignment loss in this one. Misalignment loss in a multi-mode fiber. First you need to calculate the coupling efficiency. So N1 is given in the problem. N is given, that is 8. Okay, 1, that is 1. Okay. Next one is 2A, that is refractive index 2A, that is the what is the core diameter is given. Core axis Y is given. Core axis Y is given. Okay, you can calculate easily the coupling efficiency of the multi-mode fiber joint. Okay. Next, after that, with this relation 10 log coupling efficiency, you can calculate the insertion loss of the lateral misalignment in a multi-mode fiber very easily. Okay. So note down the given data. Note down the given data, that is N1 is given, N is given, 2A, that is diameter is given, Y core axis is given. Substitute all this in the coupling efficiency formula. Okay, find out first coupling efficiency, that is neta lat, means coupling efficiency in lateral misalignment joint. Okay, next find out the insertion loss. Find out the insertion loss in the multi-mode fiber. Okay, so you will be getting, I have given the solution also. Formula already in the previous slides, formula is already I have given formula. Okay, coupling efficiency and insertion loss for a multi-mode fiber already given. Okay, you need to substitute the given data in that. Okay, you will be getting coupling efficiency as 0.804 and insertion loss as 0.95 dB. 0.95 dB. Okay, so here I haven't calculated all this one. Okay, here how you need to do the problem. Okay, so that is what I have explained here. So this is a multi-mode fiber. Okay, this is not a single mode fiber. Okay, we are calculating the lateral misalignment losses for a multi-mode fiber. Here multi-mode fiber is not mentioned. With the given data, you need to conclude that it is a multi-mode fiber. You need to calculate for multi-mode fiber. Okay, so in the coming classes we do some more problems. Okay, fine, thank you.